What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today I'm gonna finally start fiberglassing this ducktail wing that I have made onto my Foxbody hatch. This is another hatch, not the original one. Makes it much easier to be able to do it on this guy rather than on the one that I'm actually gonna be driving all the time. And who knows how this ends up. I kind of like how the shape is. It's not 100% perfect. I'm not a body guy or sculptor, so I like it already. I'm gonna fiberglass over it. I was originally gonna try to peel it off and take all this stuff off and then, either epoxy it down onto this, whatever. I think I'm gonna leave this under here. I don't think it's as heavy as I was assuming it would be, as most of it is just foam and some body on top. Not a race car, so I guess at the end of the day, I don't care about an extra 3-4 pounds on this bitch. We're gonna start off in fiberglassing it. I did got some acetone to clean it, but I think I'm gonna hold off on that for now. As there's some spots where the foam is kind of showing still, and that can't eat the foam away, so we're not gonna do that. I'm gonna use some lacquer this time. Hopefully that doesn't eat the foam as much, as I'm just wiping it down anyway to clean it off, so the fiberglass is something nice to stick to. This isn't the first time doing fiberglass all 100% on my own, so bear with me. We'll see how this shit ends up. Went to the local store that has all this stuff, asked them on their advice. They hooked me up with all this good stuff over at Fiberglass Coatings down here in St. Petersburg, Florida. Got the mixer, the polyester blend, got a bunch of cups, some brushes, rollers, mixers, you name it. This is a workbench here, so I put a clean towel down and try to keep everything as clean as possible. I guess we'll get to work, start cleaning, and see where we end up here. All right, just finished wiping it down. I went over it twice for the first time. It came up dirty, a little dirty, so make sure you get it all nice and clean. I got the fiberglass out here now. It's definitely not long enough to go over widthwise all the way, so I'll end up having to go this way over top of it. It looks like maybe about half, maybe a little more. We'll see how much that actually covers. Make sure you have yourself a good set of shears to cut this stuff with. And when I cut it, corners like this is definitely gonna want to fall, so I have to make some slits, maybe however it falls over, whether I fully overlap it or kind of cut it short and sort of make a little small seam here with whatever the deal is. I want full coverage. I think full coverage would be stronger. All I did was try to watch videos and see what other people are doing, try to get the best idea. I think that's what I'm gonna do. We'll see how it goes. For that, and let this over, we'll get back to you. All right, now that I got my fiberglass laid, I got it trimmed. That's gonna sit pretty close to the corner. That's gonna come around. It's gonna overlap about that much, roughly. I do have some overhang. Doesn't mean I'm gonna use it all. Give me some room to cut, trim off. Plenty of room there for overlap and stuff. Thumbs up just to the front here. I think next time I'm gonna add some, keep the point a little bit more, give some strength right here. That's definitely where I assume that's where that wind's gonna be hitting it. It should be a hot spot right there, if anything. It's all good right there. Next thing, I'm gonna pull this back. I'm gonna tape off some areas where I don't want it to be, so that'll give me that nice, good trim cut spot area. I'll probably do somewhere down into this area. I got the lock. I'm gonna go around the lock, make sure I can still use that guy, and then probably somewhere up in the front too here. That way it gives somewhere I can just cut it off at. And then so in order to keep it nice and a good area to cut off at, what I'm gonna do is stick the sticky part down in the opposite side where the fiberglass is and peel it up that way, so that when it's all done, it'll sit up and give you a nice spot there to cut off. I've seen a lot of videos of people do it this way. This is my first time. I'm learning as I go, basically. This is my hands-on. You guys can learn with me. If you already know what you're doing and you're laughing at me, it's all good too. It is what it is. Everybody has their first time, right? Arnold had his first day in the gym too. This is my first time. It is what it is. I know it's not perfect, but so far this is the first ducktail spoiler for a Foxbody that's not a concept or some kind of computer image. So, I think that's a cool thing for me. I definitely likes my stuff different, as you can tell. Cantilever, fucking LSA blown fucking Foxbody over there. This will just add to it. So let me get the taping over here. Try to get my perimeter set about where I want it all, and then I'll catch you back. Alright, now that I've got it all taped up, somewhere like on the top side here, you can't really see, but I did double it. You might see on the edge side here. Doubled it so it's a little taller. That way, you know, if it kind of gets laid over or whatnot, it is kind of at a bend, so it's kind of a weird angle for tape, as you know. I did double side this because I didn't want I really don't want to get anything on that lock, so I want to be able to use the key, which I'll end up changing the one out on that one to this one so that the keys all match. So I got that hopefully taped off enough to where that'll stay nice and clean. I probably should cut that out, but we'll probably get to that while I'm doing it. Like I said, I'm learning. It's my first time actually doing all this by myself. I have helped out, so I'm not 100% beginner, but I'd still consider myself a beginner. This isn't to give you the best tutorial on all the expert advice. This is hopefully maybe give you some confidence as well to try something out new for yourself that you maybe wanted to try out. So we're gonna get at it here. I've laid down a bunch of cardboard, so I'm gonna get resin everywhere if it drips on our workspace. This is our metal shop area. So really doesn't, you know, metal shavings sweep up, resin kind of hardens to the floor. I don't really want to have to deal with that. Worst case scenario, I throw away some cardboard. So I guess next I'm gonna start mixing resin, and we'll lay it down on this first, as I've been shown before in the past by friends who have done this plenty of times on their own. So lay down the resin so that it has a nice, fiberglass nice thing to kind of stick to. You can start forming it, then you can start spreading it all out and really lay it in there with the roller. Paintbrushes, you need rollers. I got mixers, cups, whatever you want to call. I think this thing calls for no less than 1% and no more than 4. It has a little chart for 1, 1.5, and 2. I think I'm gonna go with 1.5. That way it's more than the minimum, but not gonna be super hot. Or hopefully I can work with it, as this is my first time. So we'll see how that all goes. In case you're wondering, minus the paintbrushes, which I had from painting a house earlier, which I got on Amazon. I got a whole fucking box of them for probably like 15 bucks. You know, between cups and I got 2 of these gallons of resin, the mixer, and the catalyst, we would call hardener. And I got a whole bunch of mixing sticks, fucking shit ton of them. I bought 10 of these little cups. I probably won't even end up using these. We'll see what I do with that when I get there. About a couple cups, and the fiberglass itself, 1.5 ounces. I think it was 5 yards. I think this was 38 inches wide. I think it was about 150 bucks altogether, if you're wondering how much it cost. So overall, I didn't think it was that pricey. I was kind of expecting to be way more than that. I was thinking like a $500 range, but I guess I was off. So clearly, I'm not the expert at this. So we're gonna get to work here. We'll catch you.